Alrighty, chat. We have returned. Helps when I turn the microphone on. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday. Hopefully. We can get emptied out here real quick. Or not. Because Carson's a troll. Alright, let's get back into TeamSpeak and go on with it. Sorry that was a long break, by the way. Jeez. Hello?
Hey.
Carson, you're a troll, so you know.
What'd I do?
What do you mean, what'd you do?
Close my cover?
Yeah.
What did he do?
I was trying to empty and he closes his cover like a troll would do. And he's gonna run into me just like a troll would do.
Help me turn the corner. Hey, get back here.
Oh, thanks. Trying to go
Don't
catch the
away.
guys.
Come on.
Don't run away from the auger wagon.
Oh, you're welcome, by the way.
Slow.
Yeah, you are. Welcome for what?
What's your capacity?
Oh, did you fill me up? I was wondering why I was so full. I'm like, there's no way I was that full. But alright.
We about had you full, but you're like 92% and still cruise control.
I think Bear's going through it today.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get to a spot where
it's all good.
I'm out of the middle of the field and I can
It's all good. It's all good.
bow out gracefully at least.
Sorry that took so long. I was away for way longer than I wanted to be.
Yeah, it's fine. We had fun.
My aunt was I don't know, we don't get into it, but I'm gonna get into it. TED Talk incoming, okay? So for some reason yesterday, my one cousin decided to drive up from like 45 minutes away and take my aunt out to dinner or to lunch. Okay, super nice of her to do that.
Seems like a nice thing to do.
Totally fine. And then she tells me right before, because I don't care. You want to go out to eat with cousins, aunts, uncles, whoever. I don't care. You know, that's fine. Enjoy your time. Have a good meal. That's fine. But the only thing I want to know is when she's leaving, because if I come upstairs in the house and she's not here, I'm like, I freak out, right?
Yep.
That's not normal for her not to be here. So that's the only thing that I care. Just let me know. Just let me know. That's it. So right before she leaves, she goes, all right, I'm going out with so-and-so for lunch and we're going to Walmart. And I was like,
give me some eggs.
Yes. Give me some deviled eggs. How about that? I was like, well, that's kind of weird. You're going to Walmart, but like, whatever. I didn't say anything to her, you know? So she comes back and she bought like this plastic cup with a straw. Okay. Like, you know,
like a little thermos. Yeah.
But it's not insulated. And I'm like, I just looked at it and I was like, Carson, you need to like turn. Carson. Thank you. But I looked at it and I was just like, all right, I don't know. Like she has like 3 water bottles that are insulated. And like, you know, whatever. She doesn't need another one, but like, whatever. It's her money. If she wants to buy it, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Impulse buy.
But I told her last night, I was like, that's not insulated. It's going to like make a mess, you know? And so today she's like, you're right. That cup sucks. It's not insulated. It sweats. It makes a mess. I'm like, yeah. But my thing is, she hasn't seen my cousin, which is her niece, hasn't seen her in almost a year. They do talk on the phone every once in a while, maybe once a month, you know?
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
But like, what was my aunt complaining to her about that prompted this cousin to just come up here and say, hey, I'll take you out to dinner or take you out to lunch and take you to Walmart to buy you whatever, you know? What was she complaining about?
I don't think it was that.
I think it was.
Did you see the receipt from Walmart?
I have not.
Uh-huh.
There's something else.
I think that might be the angle.
There could be. But I will tell you, I was watching on my security camera and she had a Walmart bag in her hand when she came up. Like when she came home and it looked like that's all that was in there was one thing. It looked like the bottle.
Yeah,
you know?
But you're not picking up what I'm putting down.
You think she bought something for my cousin?
Quite possibly.
He might have. My cousin's pretty well off though. I would be really, I'd be shocked if she would do that.
I mean, my first thought, and this is, I mean, obviously I don't know your family, but
yeah,
my first thought was,
it could be.
Doesn't call someone forever. Call someone. Why? Because they need something.
True.
Right? And then they took they took her to Walmart to buy her something.
Yeah, I mean, that could be. She did say something about having the receipt. I guess she wants to maybe like return the bottle because she's not happy with it or something. But it's like the label off and you've used it, you know.
Right.
Kind of yours now, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, because usually she's been complaining about something, and all she had to do was be like, hey, you know, can you look me up a cup? Like, I'll Amazon it. I don't care, you know. I just thought it was weird. That's all. That's my TED Talk. Thanks for listening, chat. Just weird. I don't know. Because my aunt knows if she needs something, just say something. We'll get her whatever she wants. Care. She has money. She can buy it. I'll buy it online. They can pay me back or whatever. I don't care.
Amazon will be there later.
Yeah. I mean, if she wanted a new, like, insulated cup, I'll get her one. I don't care. $10 on Amazon. No big deal. I don't even need to get paid back. Buy her stuff all the time off Amazon. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was strange. Wonder if my dad replied about that plow yet. That would be negative, chat, just for the record. He has not replied. Wonder if he's even seen his email yet. The thing that I don't know about this plow, I don't know how you raise this plow. It doesn't look like it has a trip clutch, so I don't know how that works. I don't know. Anyway, so chat, how's the weather? Sorry for ranting about my cousin.
I don't know how those trip plows work either. I just know how a hydraulic stuff works.
Well, a trip plow, it has like a big clutch thing, right? And basically you pull the lever and it lets the clutch like loose. And it like spins. And then when you pull the lever again, it engages the clutch, which actually brings the plow out of the ground. You're using the wheel. And it's kind of weird how it works, but it's pretty cool. Pretty much magic. Fisher Chris, it's raining today.
So a slip knot of a baler on the back. Got it.
Sure.
Well, that's what some people say. They're magic, how it ties it.
True, actually, yeah.
But the reference I was getting at.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't know. So Fisher Chris, no field work today. What are you doing here with your spare time? That's the real question. And you don't even have to ask. I know it's not really a thing here, but nothing we need. Mostly because we're on our last harvest of this map. We've actually gotten done a lot. Got a few fields to go, but you know. Few fields to go up north there after this one. Oh, you're slacking. I mean hey, sometimes slacking is a necessity. Okay? Slacking can definitely be a necessity in life, right? It is much needed sometimes. Just throwing it out there. I mean, I'm all down for just a day of nothing, you know? Like my Mondays before I stream, usually I don't do a lot.
That's usually Sunday for me.
I'm a farm all day on Sundays. Usually.
I should say that's mainly the weekend. Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, auto drive guy, look out. Look at Carson waiting for auto drive to get out of his way. Wow. So he's not in the way of it. Wow, that was professional, Carson.
That cart guy's been pretty on the spot today.
He's been... Oh, I thought he was going to run me over.
Oh.
It's like he's doing a great job. Whack. Oh, man.
Good coffee mat. Damn.
Yep. Whack. Pretty much, yeah.
That's
I have
the
an
game
update.
there. You do not have double eggs.
That's good, Fisher Chris. So you're still doing something. I gotcha. I got you. Better than not doing anything, right? Better than not doing anything.
All right. Egg
So-
update. 2023.
The deviled eggs have been acquired.
They are being produced, created as we speak.
You're gonna have to tell her how this like became a thing. Like, this is way bigger than just some deviled eggs at the bear residence at this point.
bigger than just deviled
You don't understand. This is huge. All right,
This is bear. You don't understand. This
Sweet.
is bigger than just deviled eggs.
sweeping the
But
nation
this was
right now.
broadcasted to 107 people.
Yeah, I'd like to see Leonard get his deviled eggs before I get mine. Ha ha.
Time zones, though, you got to take that into account.
Yeah. Semantics. Shut up.
Plus, Leonard, who knows what time he gets out of work? You know, sometimes it's later. He is lying.
Or Mrs. Leonard.
True. Yeah, she could be at work too.
Or she could be home right now, Bear.
It could already be made. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
And Aaron.
Oh man. So, Fisher Chris, I think what I'm gonna do for the next map, I think I'm gonna go to Elm Creek. And I'm going to achievement hunt the game. I'm gonna self-host multiplayer.
Finish achievement hunting.
Yeah, finish achievement hunting. I need like 18 more achievements. So I'm going to do as many of them as possible on Elm Creek. And then move on from there. And then we'll probably play the new Stevie map whenever it comes out.
Now,
As well.
does everyone get the achievement or only the host?
Problem is it's only me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't anticipate everybody like, oh, jump into joy to help, you know. If people want to come play, cool. If not, that's fine too, you know. So,
Well,
yeah.
and now since you know like what you have to do to get the achievements, are really not that hard to get. now.
Although, here's the thing: if we get a map where we get a bunch of achievements on it, I could just send you guys the save, and then you load the save and you do like a little bit of work, and bada bing, bada boom, you should get all the achieves. So that could be a thing too. We could just have an achievement boosting map that we like work towards, you know?
Cheese the achievement.
Yeah. Is
PC only.
anybody else's header like digging in the ground today, all awkward?
Yes.
Like? Okay.
Yes. All the time. I didn't want to say anything because thought it was just me.
I'm glad it's not just me,
Like the
'cause
left side.
just in general.
Yeah, I have to lift to turn anywhere.
Fisher, Chris, I never said we're not cheating.
We're cheesing. We're not cheating.
John's about it too. Okay, so then
Speaking
how do I do this where I wish there was a way where I could just get rid of the achievements that I have.
Speaking of cheating,
Yeah.
have you spoken to?
Spoken to who? I think the cheating police just took Bear's internet chat.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you're dropping 38%,
So
37.
you're cheating on your internet now, John or Bear? Huh?
Oh man. Elm Creek selling water. There
Yeah, he
goes
cheated on his internet.
there goes Bear again. Poor Bear's internet today, man. It's bad. Bear, I wish I could share. I don't know if you can hear me, but I would share some of my internet with you. I would definitely share. Would definitely help out. Awesome, John. The problem is, technically I have that other copy of Farm Sim. And I doubt I have any achievements on there, right? Are there achievements on the Giants version of Farm Sim? I don't even know.
I think so, because isn't that built into the game?
Or do I make a new Steam account, buy Farm Sim on it? Hear me out. And that'll be the server PC copy of Farm Sim eventually. And then I could just have like a clean slate to start over with so that we get like as many achievements as possible on, say, Elm Creek. That's a strat too. Possibly. That could be a vibe right there. Okay, Bear. All good. That could be the strat chat. Because I want to do a server PC anyway. I'm gonna need a copy of Farm Sim for said server PC. And if the angle we're going for is like actual achievement hunting and then like sharing the save, then it makes sense to start with a blank slate, because technically right now, like, I have all these achievements. Right? So it would make sense to like start over. That could be the angle. That could be the play, chat. We might do that. So I'd have to log out of Steam, make a new login, buy Farm Sim. I'd probably buy it on my main account and gift it to the other one, to be honest.
Well, don't you have like your John or your other account?
Other account where? On Steam?
For the bot?
On Steam?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a second Steam account, you know. I just have the one. But I can acquire one. That's easy. Yeah, I think that's the strat, yeah. And then we can do the sharing of the save. That could work. That could work. And then we just don't run any DLCs. Mods we could run, but we wouldn't need to. I mean GPS and no collision camera and stuff like that, of course.
That's really the only two that you really need.
I mean, yeah. I mean, auto drive display would be nice too, but you don't have to. Auto drive. Actually, I was thinking about not doing auto drive because I really want to use like the in-game augers and grain bins. Oh, Carson's riding a horse. Hi, Carson. So yeah. Oh, so I keep the purchase Steam points? True. Not that I know what to do with those Steam points, but yeah, that is a good point actually. I was just thinking, yeah, that would totally work. That's actually not a bad idea. And then I'll have that second copy of Farm Sim for the server PC when it's time to build that later this summer, hopefully, or later this year at some point. These are good ideas. I like these ideas. I do. Yeah, maybe we'll work on that for Saturday then. Because then if I have like, we have to figure out, because I'm pretty sure there's some achievements that we can't do on Elm Creek, because I think you have to collect like all the cheese on Erlengrad or something. So if that's the case, that we go for all the ones we can get on Elm. Yeah, I like that idea. I like it, chat.
Hey Dave, I got the pass to your right. Not sure if I'm going to be able to grab it all.
Carson's just over here riding a horse around. Auger wagon? What's that?
You know, like the old GTA thing where like you needed to drive so much, you would just like tie your, or like walk so much or keep your
right.
pet alive,
Yeah.
you'd just like rubber band you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, basically.
Do you believe on the Erlengrad map there's cheese wheels instead of like the toys? Or the collectibles, I think. And then isn't it on Oat Belleron there's like game cartridges?
Yeah.
So we would have to do all that too. I'm assuming I need to sit down and like try to figure out all the achievements and kind of memorize them and stuff. We'll see if that happens, but you know. Because even just, you know, you have to just play Farm Sim. Like, we'll have to have a horse. We'll have to have cows. We'll have to have chickens. We'll have to have sheep. So, like, there's a lot of just playing that needs to happen, too, you know? Like, yes, we're working towards achievements, but we also just have to play a fair bit. You know, I'm not going to cheat in money or anything. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. So.
The pig one's not that bad.
Hey, lower your header real quick.
Up. Oh, are you stuck on
Raise
that?
it back up. Raise it back up.
I got a screenshot. Okay. Horse doesn't sound happy, cars. But that could be a lot of fun actually to set up like an achievement hunting map. Remember when we used to do that like way back in the day on like Minecraft on console? We would do that. So you could like run through and get all the console achievements for Minecraft. Who would win? Horse versus a combine? Something tells me the combine would win all day long.
Yeah.
I'd have some body damage, but I think it'll work. It'll live.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm harvesting the south edge here, so auto drive can be changed over whenever. I got you.
North-south.
Still run north-south. The heck is that sound? I like somebody's messing with my garage door.
We're improvising over here since we don't have a cart driver.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Alright, thanks Dave.
What is that? There's something out in my street. I don't know what that is. Oh, are they about to blow out the sewer line? Oh no, please tell me it's not them. Hang on, chat, 1 second. Hang on. I can't. There's like a boom truck or something outside my house right now. I don't know who it is. They're making a ruckus. It's not like they were messing with my garage door. But it could have been messing with the manhole out there in the street for the sewer. But that's what they're doing. Ugh. Y'all ever have that truck that comes through your neighborhood and like cleans the sewers out?
Nope.
Like the sand, you don't have sewers, right? You're on septic. For some reason, when they blow the sewer line out, a lot of air likes to come out of our pipes at our house. And, well, we've had toilets bubble quite a bit before. It's kind of nasty.
I bet it smells amazing too.
Yeah.
Come on, Jonathan, you come join the,
Oh, the trailer can only do
Water
cottontails. I got you. That's unfortunate. Bear, welcome back. Maybe.
Huh?
He might not actually be there yet. He might be sneaking some deviled eggs.
That's if they're made.
Ah, it's so funny. The process had started. They're underway. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Pull that back up. Problem is they're just
the other end.
they're just off my camera to the right a little bit.
Rotate your camera,
I can't.
or do you not have the fancy?
No.
I
Ain't got no PTZ.
So what I want to do, they have a one that you can do that with, right? Wise does.
Sure.
One of those explosion-proof ones that SpaceX has.
It's not quite that good, but it does do the. Like I said, whoever was there in my street has left now because the Amazon van just drove through and didn't have to like go around them. So, but anyway, they do have a camera that you can tilt, pan, zoom, and it's an outdoor proof camera. The problem is it takes like power all the time instead of like you can't run it off like a solar panel or battery. So, but I'd love to get one of those like kind of mounted over here somewhere, or so I could just watch everything and I could like move the camera around and, you know, just keep an eye on things, you know?
You have like one of those porch lights mounted on the outside of your garage.
We have
It's
like,
ran through IP.
it's not, it's USB.
Oh.
I kind of wish Wise had like an IP cam system, or I might have to go with somebody else eventually to get like IP cams. Yeah.
What we're looking at is getting a few PTZs.
Yeah.
But you have to run like Ethernet and then also like their SDI cable.
Oh wow.
So like because like they come with a controller,
Okay.
but the controller's like outrageous.
Okay.
So, but what you can do and what like we've seen different tech tours do is you connect to them through an IP software control.
Yeah.
Or your Stream Deck. And all you do is you make preset like places to look and zooms.
Sure. Yeah.
So like there would be one that's like full stage wide in certain spots on the stage.
Sure.
Just that kind of stuff.
That'd be cool. Yeah. That would be cool.
Because like most PTZs aren't that nice to like use as like your main camera. Because we're not
Sure.
gonna go buy a 4K PTZ because it's not gonna be our main camera.
Yeah.
We've got other fancier cameras to do that.
Yeah.
So.
But the thing I like about Wise is the internet connectivity for, like, I could be at the farm and watch cameras from the house, you know?
I wish they had
That's what I like.
Stream Deck plugged in though.
Wise?
Yes.
What would you even use that for?
Your smart outlet.
Oh. I was like, the cameras? That'd be weird.
Oh, like their outlets.
I got you. Their app's really good, but man, their PC integration for Wise is terrible.
We have our
Just saying.
we have smart plugs that run our wireless DMX boxes up in our ceiling.
Okay.
You know how sometimes their smart switches will just disconnect or something?
Yeah.
At least they fail to off. Because the only way to get to the one that's off is you have to get a skid steer to put the lift up onto the stage. So
that is good they failed off, yes. That could be a problem otherwise. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't have internet last week and I had to I couldn't control anything with it, you know?
yeah, but our issue is like we have all Wise plugs, but there's only one person that has the app that can control them.
See, that's kind of weird.
If he's not there,
Yeah, call him, shoot him a text. Hey, can you turn
I have to
stuff
text
on?
him like, hey, like our text conversations basically just, hey, can you turn on and off the smart
Why doesn't he
plugs?
just log you into it as well?
Because he's got other stuff on it.
No, then he should create a second login just for that. Like it's a different.
But the
Whole
Philips
different
Hue
account.
ones have, like the Philips Hue smart plugs have a Stream Deck plug-in. So
Yeah,
I can push a button and boom, they're on.
Wow.
But we didn't want to spend the money on the Philips Hue ones.
Yeah. I mean, they make good stuff. They actually have a new floodlight / camera thing
But we're getting rid of
that I think would be sick on the front of my garage. But you know, that's just me. There's nothing wrong with the LED floodlight that's out there. If there was, we would have a Wise one. Just throwing that out there. Barry, back all good?
I don't know, all good, but I'm back.
Okay. Deviled eggs in hand or no?
They're being made.
still in the factory.
It takes a few minutes to boil the eggs and cool them down so you can peel them and stuff.
Yeah.
Takes a few.
Reach in there and do it.
Yeah,
While they're
man.
boiling.
Only
Grow
boiling,
up.
it's only boiling water.
Cold.
Only hurts a lot.
Put a glove on.
So, Bear, have you ever had your internet company come out and look at stuff?
When we first had it set up.
Okay, you've not called and been like, hey, I'm dropping a lot of packets. You need to fix your stuff.
No, not lately, but this has actually been, the last couple of weeks have been the worst.
Okay.
God. Yeah. I mean, it's scary.
That's how I feel, yeah, when I'm having internet problems, too. I just want to yell at them on the phone. Black Cat, thanks for the bits. Hello. How's it going? Because I know, if you harp on them enough about drop packets, they'll at least send a tech out, you know?
Yeah.
And especially in your case, you just be like, hey, I work from home. I have to be connected. You know?
Really seems like John knows what he's talking about here, how to get a check out to his house.
I mean, just because when you look up our account at Spectrum, it says, you know, he's a Twitch streamer who's kind of a jerk. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? All right.
The a-hole Twitch streamer.
I'm pretty sure I actually did have him put. I'm like, can you put the notes in our like account? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, put in there that I'm a Twitch streamer and I obviously work from home and like I need to be connected, okay? She's like, oh, okay. It's like I'm kind of a big deal, all right? Okay, I'm joking.
Do you know who I am though?
Yeah, do you know who I am? I'm John from Puma Plow.
If you do that, I'll send you a free t-shirt.
You want some stickers?
Want a pie face sticker?
Yeah.
You want a new coffee mug for work? Look no further.
Get the stop talking coffee mug, you betcha.
Please. Oh, Cinema Spectrum sucks mug.
Yo, there is a Spectrum store pretty close to the house. We could send them some Christmas gifts, Carson.
There you go.
That would be hilarious. Somehow you'd have to figure out when they're being delivered and like be there when they open their mail.
Right.
Just laugh.
It
It
would have been good, like, how like some people like have little subtle things around the house that like have like little sayings on them.
Yeah, like live, laugh, love.
Yeah, but like the funny ones or whatever, like just the random ones too.
Yeah.
Put like the pie face sticker or like the Spectrum stickers around the house, kind of around like where they'll be working. Put one on the side of their modem or something.
Dude, oh, just like go in there and bomb it without them knowing. Act all sus.
Like,
I saw a TikTok
like when
video.
they're at your, no, like when they're at your, like when they're before they come out to your house, put like a sticker on like their stuff or something.
I gotcha, yeah.
Just be like this. There. So when they look at it.
I saw
it just
a TikTok video where this girl goes, I just bought 400 googly eyes.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I'm interested. Apparently her mom was out of town and she recruited a friend to go to her mom's newly renovated like camper or something that she was living in and put googly eyes on everything. And so they bombed googly eyes on absolutely everything. Vigorous Bull, welcome back with the eggs to make, you know, deviled eggs later. GG's.
Now you just need to go back to the store and get mayonnaise, mustard,
Yes.
dill.
He literally went to the store and bought eggs. Let's go. That's funny.
Right after you left, you put the lurk command in and it said like lurk going to get eggs or something.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. That's funny. Not a bad little trip to the store then. All right.
Productive.
Yeah, get those eggs. You betcha. Oh, he's making them right now.
Right, meow?
Right me out. Better share, bro. That's all I know. Better share.
Make it step by step.
Yeah, let's live tweet this deviled egg process, okay? 2K steps, not bad. Oh, you had to walk? Oh boy. All right. You know, I guess I could walk to a grocery store from where I live, but I'd probably be murdered by the traffic.
Or a shot.
No, I don't live in that bad of an area, Trent. No. No way.
Your neighborhood neighbor isn't that nice.
Like across the main road? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy over there.
Just a little bit.
I've only heard gunshots from over there like twice. It's fine.
Only.
But the other one was farther away. Yeah.
When did they add that?
What?
Where you at?
Where am I at? I'm in the field. Where are you at?
I'm driving to you.
Out here in my field.
I noticed something on this tractor and
I'm
Maybe
out
some
for
update.
my meal. I mean, I'm at my house in my garage. Carson, where are you at? In Missouri. At 1 Puma Plow Way under the Arch St. Louis Mo.
you're not there.
You not cooking? I'm over here with T-Rant. T-Rant. That's where I'm at.
So before my internet was so rude and cut me off,
Uh-huh.
have you spoken to Jacob recently about his acquisition of a certain high-value metal covered mug.
No. Oh, is it the one in Satisfactory?
Right.
I know he has it.
You know how he acquired said mug?
Probably using mods.
No.
Hacking.
So he used mods. I'm throwing him completely under the bus here.
Okay. Yeah.
He used mods that tweaked not only recipes, but tweaked the amount of equipment is required, or pieces and parts are required.
Yeah.
For each of the elevators.
Wow.
Well, and then he also awesome seeing, I think, one of his other cups too.
Oh, wow. What do you notice on this tractor, Carson?
Look at the front, like down by the weights.
Those lights?
Those lights always been there.
I don't think they have.
No, that's because you still have the European version on it.
Oh, that is the European version. You're right. That's why. Okay, never mind. Normally we run the front 3-point, not the weights either.
Well, I needed the weight because the starter wagon.
Did you just buy that tractor today or something?
I bought it when I joined in.
Oh, did you really? I didn't even pay attention.
No. I changed the one we had.
Oh, I was going to say, okay. Right. That's Leonard's tractor. I wouldn't change that, bro.
Think I care?
Although that actually came with the map. But so basically what you're saying is he cheated, fair.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then he went in Discord and was bragging about how he got his cup.
Uh-huh.
Paying him.
I see how it is. We might have to mark him as a suspicious user.
So I told him, and Trent can be my witness. I told him, he asked me straight up, do you count that as achieving the mug?
No.
And I said, no. He goes, yeah, but my first playthrough I did this, and now my second playthrough I did that, so it counts for it. I was like, no. In order to get the mug, you have to accomplish it on a playthrough.
Yep.
Without cheating.
I mean, you can say, hey, I got the mug, but I kind of like use mods. That's fine. But he didn't specify that when he was like bragging about it in Discord. We got to call out Jacob. He's not here yet. He usually shows up later. Oh, man. Because even if say on the save that I have, kind
Header's dragon.
Yeah, no, I have to pick it up to turn. But even if I would say we would get the mug on the multiplayer save that I have, right? I don't know if I even really count that as like, I mean, yes, it's an accomplishment, but like, to me, the real accomplishment would be doing that in single player. You know what I mean? So maybe we put like a little asterisk next to his, like, where he was bragging about it, like Mark McGuire in the Hall of Fame, or whatever,
Right.
Yeah. Like he was basically doping,
Not yet verified by Plow.
He was pretty much doping to get the
Is it like
thing.
black and gold?
I don't even know what it is, honestly.
The golden mug.
Golden. Here you go.
I think he got it. Didn't he also say, Bear, that he had an awesome sync? One thing to get the gold.
All right, listen here. Listen here. I just looked at Discord in the food channel. Bro.
What about?
Bro. That's all I'm going to say. Wow. Your family deviled egg recipe does not have dill or relish in it. I don't think mine does either. I don't know that we have a family recipe for deviled eggs. And if we did, that probably went away when Mom passed away. Okay, so hold on. What's in deviled eggs? Let me just go from memory here. It's been
Double
like...
egg.
Hang on. It's been like 10 years since I've made them. Obviously, you hard boil the eggs. You cut them in half sideways, not long ways. Sideways. Wait, I'm kidding. You cut them in half. You pop out the yolks into a food processor is what we always used. A little bit of water and mustard, right?
Interesting.
Isn't that it?
Everybody does it differently.
Or maybe a little bit of either salt or sugar, right? Is it salt or sugar? I think salt, right? Definitely no relish.
Some people put relish in them.
Oh, mayo. Oh, yeah, a little mayo too, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Mayo, mustard, salt, pepper. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then you make it to taste. And Mom would always stick her finger in there and lick her finger and then put it back in there a second time. Yeah. Mom was not the most sanitary cook, okay? Whatever.
Well, you got to try your product.
Oh. Bacon crumbs on top of the deviled eggs. Yes. Okay.
Bacon bits.
A little vinegar and mayo.
Bear, just what I tagged you in
Damn.
Discord.
Let me look.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Found it.
I gotta scroll to the bottom, Carson. Jeez.
Hey, there's my Discord thing about my backup Travis.
Okay, I forgot the mayo, but yeah, mayo, little mustard. I swear I swore Mom put a little sugar in them, but I could be wrong. Mom, that wasn't really like Mom to put. Mom didn't really put like anything in anything. No salt, no pepper, no nothing. I grew up with like the most bland food in the entire world. But I like it, so it's okay. It's all good. Ah, Yuleberry, why? Yuleberry, no. No. No, I don't even know what that is. I've never had it, and I don't want to find out, but no. Anything anchovy, no, I don't. No. No. Bad Yuleberry. Way to ruin it. Is potato salad like an American thing? I know there's like German potato salad. It's a dumb question. Maybe that's a dumb question. Never mind, Chad. Don't answer that, okay? German potato salad, not a fan of that. A fan of the American, like, put bacon in it, It's got to be like crispy bacon.
Oh, there's Bear, way at the south end of the field.
Oh.
I don't see what you tagged me in.
I deleted it already. Because John said that's it.
He was trying to just find Jacob's post where he posted about the.
When he
Oh.
tagged you in it again.
So that's.
In the pin comment there, Bear.
You literally pinned that, Carson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of things that could be included in a deviled egg Vigor's Bowl. That's crazy. Some variations are scary. I think like 90% of what you posted there is terrifying. Oh, just keep it simple, man. Little mayo, little mustard. That's it. A little salt, maybe. Just a little bit, a little pinch. It used to kill us all the time watching like Food Network and stuff. And somebody's like, "Yeah, we'll add a pinch of salt," and they put in like half a cup. And we're just like, "What? What?" But like I said, Mom didn't really ever cook with salt, so. Salt and pepper were kind of a rare thing in our house. We have them. Yeah, don't really eat them. I'm aware that it's weird too. Don't worry.
Tomcats shared X100 Herb.
Time can't taste in the bits. By the way, what a house you have in Rust. just for the record. Quite a house. I like it. I wasn't like trying to like creep on you last night, by the way. I was trying to figure out whose place it was, and I couldn't quite see the sign.
Last night. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. It has been a while. What's up, man? Welcome back. What happened? German tater salad. Oh, Vegas Bowl. That's something I haven't had in like 3 years, dog. A little sriracha with your deviled eggs. I've actually, fun fact, never even tried sriracha. Ever. Never once.
You're not a
I'm not a big
stuff fan.
Not a big spicy guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's like when
John?
you go to Taco Bell and they're like, you want any sauce? I'm like, absolutely not.
Fire. Fire is the only answer.
Ew. What's up, Carson?
You should take on the Hot Ones wing challenge.
Yeah, right. Do you think they
Our
will?
extra life goal is this year.
You think they'll wheel a toilet out for me? Like, we just
You
like
start on the
on
your
the
stool
toilet.
is the toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna have to get up.
Been working on getting equipment ready for hay season. Let's go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Realized I was way too close. That's
Did
okay.
you expect to get half the map, but like harvested?
Carson, it's only 4 o'clock.
I know.
I'm here till 6.
No. I'm just saying though. Did you expect
No, I
to
didn't
get this
expect-
much done?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't have a texture. Hello? Okay. There it is.
I was not anticipating all of this that's going on right now, you know? Just saying. I'm glad self-hosting's working for everybody but Bear.
Yeah, but it's not that.
It's not this end, it's your end, yeah.
No. Bear's just having issues.
Yep.
Yeah. 2.6% of my internet, y'all. Look out. That's a lot. That actually is a fair bit of internet if you think about it. That's 2.6% of 1,000 is what that is. Does that make sense?
I thought you weren't gonna go the full 1,000.
What? For your, like, gig internet?
I didn't think you were going.
I
all
wasn't,
the
but
way.
she upsold me on the phone, you know?
You have a sweet voice.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, Tim Tatman.
What?
Got upsold on his TV.
Oh, the TV, yeah, the $10,000 TV. Yeah.
That's now a marketing tool.
Right. No, it was $5 more a month, Carson, for the first year.
Oh.
So why wouldn't you double your internet speed for a year for $5 more a month?
And then so basically in a year you'll downgrade.
Or I'll see how much it goes to and might just keep it. I could downgrade. All it is, I just have to call them and then they just do it from there and they don't have to like come out or anything. So technically, if I really wanted to, I could go down to like the 250. And then if I had like a big upload I had to do or a big download, I could call them up and be like, yo, give me the 1 gig. Let's go. I mean, I'm not going to, but I could. Isn't there a mod that adds $1 million? There is the government subsidy mod, but I don't know how much money that actually adds you. If you're playing on PC, it's very easy just to go into the XML file and edit how much money you have on the farm, and you can give yourself, you know, billions of dollars if you want to. So, not a big deal. We don't typically do that. We just earn our money around here at Puma Plow. That's what we do. Put in the hours, earn some money. No way. Wow, Vegas Bowl. Wow. What do you know way in? How
Government
delicious.
subsidy mod?
What?
Government subsidy mod?
Oh, that could be.
No way.
Yeah.
Posted a picture in Discord.
What about Discord?
Oh, so apparently on the wrapper it says the orange color is registered trademark.
I could see that for pieces, yeah. I could see that being a trade, yeah. How do you add money? Just, you gotta find your save game.xml and you can open it like a notepad.
YouTube it.
Probably YouTube it, honestly, yeah. Yeah. We earn the money and then take out multiple loans. You betcha. Niles, you betcha. Loans are your best friends. Why wouldn't they be? You know, Taco Tuesday is a trademark thing, right?
Sure.
Taco John's, the restaurant, they've owned it forever. And Taco Bell is like trying desperately to get the ability to use the saying Taco Tuesday. But Taco John's won't let them have it. Because apparently Taco John's is the thing. We don't have them in St. Louis, so. I think they're a thing in Oklahoma, aren't they, Carson?
I haven't seen one.
Really?
We have Taco Casa here.
Taco Casa.
They were a thing up in like where I'm from, Nebraska.
Okay. I thought they were in like the Tulsa area, but I could be wrong.
Down in Colorado, they could be.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Vegas Soul is about to Google it and tell us, don't worry.
Come on, Vigorous Google.
Tulsa's dangerous. You don't go to Tulsa.
Really?
Go to
My
Tulsa.
sister was actually just in Tulsa the other day.
You make it back?
I guess. I don't know.
Lucky.
She went down to see.
That's why they put live PD there for their game unit.
He went down to see a couple friends. You got him in Colorado. Colorado, bro. Right? Wait.
Oklahoma's not even in that list, my guy.
He just listed like every state. They're in Missouri. Where is Taco John's at in Missouri?
And where is it in Illinois?
I need to know. I've never had it. Just saying. We used to have Del Taco. That was a thing.
Del Taco.
There's none in the St. Louis area.
That closed up.
They're all over by KC.
Oh.
They're out.
On that
in
side of
Columbia.
the state. Okay.
And then there's some down by
Taco John's up. Okay.
Scott City
Oh, I was there.
and Poplar Bluff.
Dave listed all the locations. Dave was on the Google too.
Rick, that doesn't help me. I'm not in that side of Illinois.
Not at all, yeah. So Cape would probably be the closest one to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was just there too.
Okay, Bloomington. Wait, they have one in Champaign? No way.
Trent, you go to a few of those places, don't you? You're gonna. Yeah, I know you just get Casey's whenever you're out.
The Champaign, but the Bloomington one I usually go past when I have to go to ADM.
Well, there you go. Pull into Taco John's and get you some tacos.
Not with the semi.
Sure. Maybe it's next.
Don't do well with stoplights and
Maybe
town
it's
traffic.
maybe it's next door to like a church parking lot you could park in or something.
But sure.
Like the Casey's in KZ, Illinois, you know? With the world's largest everything. They have it all. Antlers. Sewing, knitting needles. They have the world's largest knitting needles. You know that?
Where is that?
Just saying. I see 25 minutes before there's more ads for the record, but I don't know. 4 of them are less than an hour from Tricks. Interesting.
He meant American Truck Sim.
Is that what he meant? But oh, you're right. Yeah,
Wow.
in 25 minutes.
Wow.
I don't know about ATS. I don't know. I was
Can't read chat. Oh my god.
no, I can't. The other day, I was on an airplane. The other day I was tempted to fire up the wheel setup and then I didn't. So, you know. Yeah.
I've been playing a little bit, but
Wait, Taco John is too expensive. Taco Bell's the better option. Taco Bell's getting expensive though.
Dude,
Just saying.
Subway's
What?
expensive.
Dude,
yeah,
Subway's
it's very safe. Subway's expensive.
here's the thing. Everything's expensive. You know?
It was
Especially
60,
Subway,
it was $60 for dinner last night.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard him.
Did you have
For
that
who?
delivered?
No. There was
How
4
many?
of us,
$60 for 4 people
and no
That's
one got it.
nothing.
No one made it a meal.
at Subway?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I got at Subway was
Wait.
a foot long, and
There
it
was
was
like-
almost $25.
It wasn't delivered. Like, my brother went and picked it up.
You're saying it's like $15 a person to eat at Subway?
And that's not even the make it a meal.
Would you do you just like chips and cookies or no?
No.
Just sandwiches.
Just sandwiches.
$15 a sandwich?
Basically. Someone's full over here. Someone's full over here.
I've never heard of it. Tricks, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, it's expensive.
$15. What happened to the $5 footlong?
Oh, sucker's gone.
That thing is long gone.
Yeah, no, it's a joke. That's crazy.
Yeah, I would say you get a chips and a drink with that. Get a mortgage out on the house, yo.
$20 for a footlong meal in Indy.
What?
Well,
That's I'm flabbergasted.
if you want to join us, come in our team so we can hang out and get to know us off stream.
I mean,
Hey, hold on.
At the local pilot, so that's where the Subway was for me.
Hold on.
Like $15, I think.
Hold on. I'm opening now. These numbers are going to be skewed because I'm opening Grubhub. So it's like it's way expensive through Grubhub. Hold on. Where's Subway? Wait, Freddy's is on Grubhub now? Hold up. What?
Oh, dear.
What?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll basically act like I'm ordering what I got yesterday.
Hang on, I gotta find Subway.
And I'm gonna make it a meal.
Usually Subway's right at the top of the thing here.
I got time. I'm gonna look it up on the website.
I didn't know that Freddy's was on here though. That's kind of interesting. I wish Culver's was on here. Although I don't ever get Culver's. But for some reason I wish they were part of this. Where is Subway? Why can't I find Subway?
You're blind.
Probably. What category does that go under? Do they not have a sandwich category on? What, I'm about to give up on this, to be honest. Is that a deli? That's a deli, right?
Yep.
So for a foot long
And don't.
with a soft drink and a bag of chips, to pick up at the restaurant's $18.37.
Wow.
All
Sub-
that and a bag of chips.
Subway online ordering is offline. Okay.
Online
gonna-
is temporary unavailable.
I'm gonna wait. Car's gonna get synced up.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm on Grubhub, right? And I went to the deli section, right? They just like search all the deli like sandwiches, right? And I scroll down just a little bit and White Castle pops up.
Huh.
If you know anything about White Castle, it's not a deli. All these places I've never heard of.
I
Yeah,
don't know-
Subway is just not showing up on here at all right now. So
You know what? Do I have? So apparently DoorDash is a thing in my town now.
is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. If you, it's that's not bad then, Dave. Buy one get one 50% off. That's not terrible. The problem is the first one's like $95. Oh man. Might have to give you some Freddy's one of these days. Dude, they got a what? Hold on. Freddy's? Y'all ever heard of Freddy's, by the way? Anybody? Anybody?
Freddy's?
Freddy's, like frozen custard.
Yeah.
You know that place?
We have them all over down here.
Okay. They have a hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, very simple. They have a grilled cheese hot dog, and it looks like it's got chili and stuff on it too. Chili cheese hot dog, but it's like in a piece of bread almost. Oh man.
Bye, Bear.
Barber.
Dude, they got some good looking food in here.
I think Bear just lost power.
Onion rings? No, he just lost internet.
No.
No? You don't think so?
It says disconnected.
Oh.
Not,
And he's lost the server.
Yeah, he gone.
or his computer had enough of farm sim.
Oh, he's running to make dinner. He out.
Oh.
We'll catch you later, Bear.
Okay, bye.
Dude, that I didn't realize Freddy's was on here. But Culver's is not on any well, I don't use that many, but like Culver's is not on delivery apps around here. Somebody said once they weren't because they want freshness for their food or something, right? I think Vegas Bowl said that once too. Somebody did, which it makes sense. Because when you get food delivered, it's not always the freshest thing in the world.
Especially when it takes an hour and a half to deliver McDonald's.
That's bad.
You know a thing or two about that, don't you?
Chili cheese poverty. Wait, what, Carson?
You know a thing or two about that with your
That was
Prius
Taco
driver?
Bell that night, bro.
I thought it was McDonald's. I thought,
No.
oh, it's because they were closed.
Yeah.
You were on at a 20.
Oh, man. Very few fast food restaurants. That's probably good, though, honestly. There you go. Fresh food, no delivery. There you go, Vegas Bowl. You betcha. No, I don't get food delivered that often, but that one time it was Taco Bell, and it was like 10 o'clock at night. And the next thing I know, it's like 11:30, 11:45. But the person was driving all around town. Finally, I contacted the support, and they're like, well, what's your problem? I was like, they're not delivering my food. They've been to Taco Bell 3 times, and they're not bringing me my food. And they're just like, oh, here's a refund. Needless to say, I wasn't very happy that night.
It was a long night.
I'm actually, I don't want to say like stopped eating Taco Bell, but like I pretty much have stopped eating Taco Bell.
I haven't ate there in a long time.
I feel so much better too.
We're just getting like that stuff.
I know
like the
when
like
it opened,
delivery.
that's all you ate. Yeah.
No, but like the delivery here. But
Yeah.
like, my town's not that big.
Yeah.
It's like the farthest thing away is like 5 minutes.
You could probably
Wow.
make some bank doing a little DoorDash on your free time, you know?
But it's
Not that
It's
you
like-
have a lot of free time, but
it's like
and you would know half the people from church too. When you see them on Sundays, they're like, how's that cheeseburger the other day? What do you think, Vegas Bowl?
my quality control test was really good too. How did you enjoy it?
Wait a minute. Have you seen those TikToks where it's like, let me get a bite of that?
Yes.
And they like take a bite. Some of those are so funny. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Have you seen the one where it's the dude in like the grocery store and he'll like go up to somebody that has grapes in their cart and he'll start acting like he's having low blood sugar. And he's like, let me get some of those grapes. And he's like, no, you got to feed them to me. So he just has random people feeding him grapes in a grocery store. They're so funny. Or that, what's his name? That Ross guy. Where they took a Tesla and they put a gas motor in it.
Yeah.
And they take it to a shop and they're like, yeah, we need an oil change.
Yeah. I'm like,
And he starts talking about the oil chain and the full pump.
yeah.
That dude's hilarious. But anyway, that's all I can say about that. Real life trucking companies advertising to you in game. I did see something about that Vegas Bowl. I just wasn't sure what you were talking about. That's interesting though.
can get recruitment in.
Yeah. That's
All one
interesting.
for Snyder.
As long as Swift is like in there, I'm cool with it, you know?
I haven't seen Swift.
Oh, once there is, I'm going to play the game just to roll my truck in front of the sign and take a screenshot. 100%. That's all I'm gonna do.
And then you post it on like Instagram with like @Swift, will you still hire me?
Yeah.
Or something.
I'll actually get a job offer for them. Like,
My CDL's in Cran, will you still hire me?
yeah.
Dude, somebody is cutting like all the grass out behind my house right now.
I'll tell Ken to stop.
Should tell him to come on over and cut mine for me. That's tomorrow's job.
Yeah, but he'll probably cut it way too short.
I don't know who it is. It's somebody. It's a big like commercial sound lawnmower. It's like on the street behind me. Yeah, I don't know
need
who
to
it is.
mow, but it's rained like all day yesterday and this morning, so I can't mow today.
Must be
And
nice.
I'll be out of town tomorrow. Afternoon.
Off the
They
side of the
mow
road.
Friday,
Yeah.
though.
No, exactly.
Alright.
Niles. Yeah.
Yep,
No.
Thursday or Friday.
Found out, by the way, that Mr. Perfect neighbor guy that cuts all the grass here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not so his daughter lives like down in our neighborhood. Daughter and son-in-law and like a kid that they have.
Okay.
They live down in the neighborhood. Well, apparently he cuts their grass too.
Mm.
I don't know if he cuts their grass 3 times a week or just cuts it like probably twice. I don't know. But come to find out the other day, he actually cuts the guy across the street's grass now too.
Huh.
Kind of an elder gentleman needs some help, you know, so he cuts his grass too. So he's like always cutting grass, you know, somewhere.
I got something going on.
Yeah. So he's a retired carpenter, right? General like contractor carpenter type deal.
Okay.
And he said he turns down like 6 offers a month right now to come back to work.
Your neighbor?
Yeah.
Dang.
Like from 6 different like companies, or you know, some buddies will call him up and be like, man, we really need a general on this job, or we really need some help on this job, or whatever. He's turning down 6 offers a month right now. Like that's kind of crazy.
Is he retired? Like,
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
retired. Yeah.
Hmm.
He's only like, he's retired, but he's not like old enough to really retire. You know, he might, he 55 maybe 60 at the oldest. Like he's not like old, you know?
Okay.
Niles. He needs, you know what? I think he would benefit greatly from playing like some farm sim. Just kind of calm down a little bit, you know? Lawn mowing sim, something, yeah. Dual joystick control, you betcha. No, he needs to play something though. He needs to, he doesn't understand what video games are, so he's, yeah. Yeah, he watches a little bit of YouTube, I've been told. About it. As far as the internet goes. And I'm not taking Niles. First off, she's a married woman. Second off, she's like 15 years younger than me. Something like that. No. And I know who her parents are, and there's not a chance I could have her parents as like in-laws, okay? Just throwing that out there too. Did I mention she's married? Yeah. And trust me, her husband's like in a line of work that you don't mess with them. So let's just say that much. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. I say hi if I see him, but other than that, I don't say anything. So yeah. Oh, thank you.
I guess Swift isn't on the billboard yet.
Just a tiny little bit married. Just a smidge, Chaz. Yeah. Just
a minor hiccup.
And she's like way young. Okay. Just saying. Yeah. I'm not interested. Okay. Gosh. Goodness. She a black Beamer kind of girl? I think she drives. Her daddy gave her. She's got serious daddy money kind of thing. Daddy's money kind of vibes, you know? Her dad gave her a like beautiful F-150. Yeah. That's what she's driving now. A Texas toast order bun. I know it looks good, doesn't it, Niles? Samantha. Yeah. No way. All right. I didn't say anything was wrong with that, Chaz. Not a thing. Swooped. They were all taken out. I see what you did there, Niles. I see what you did there. I don't really know what she is, to be honest. I think her dad gave her a truck because she had... I think they had some kind of SUV and her dad said it wasn't big enough for the family, so he gave her his truck. Or something, because I think they're going to have a second kid eventually. I don't know. I stay out of their lives as much as possible. I really try. It may not sound like it right now, but like I do try to stay out of their lives.
Really know a lot of detail about them. So.
My dad talks to them, okay? And then he tells me everything, all right? Just saying. I'm just saying. I got nothing wrong with people that have been like gifted something by their parents. Like absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. My dad bought me a radiator for my tractor, okay?
Just some parents give different things.
Some people give cars, some people give $400 radiators, okay? Whatever.
Oh.
Thanks, I need
drive.
My header wouldn't let me drive, okay?
Drive. Forward.
I'm trying.
Pedal on the right.
But yeah, I pedal on the right. Wait a minute.
Half full.
Combine. How's that work? There's no pedals.
Wait, I'm gonna track. Never mind.
It has too many goats. Chaz, sounds a little... Are you looking in a mirror type of that comment? Or like, how does that work? How does that work? I'm confused. Just throwing it out there. The other forward. Oh, the other forward. Oh. All right, Chaz, I got you. Boy, they were playing all the tones in my right ear right now, chat. Fire truck's about to go flying. You betcha. Ah! Oh boy.
Ooh, Tokyo.
Came in a little hot there.
Hey, rolling on 2 tracks over here.
Hey, there you are.
I have no idea where this is at. Called out another fire, I think. All the units, y'all. Mm-hmm. No, I get what you were going for there, Chaz. I got you. No idea where that's at. Responding on attack channel. You know that's a good call when I respond on attack channel, right?
I think it's probably real.
Just saying. Who has Friends? Friends, what are those? Dude, I heard... Okay, remember the show Friends? Maybe I talk about this when Bear's here, but I know he can hear me. But the show Friends at the time, like towards the... Might have been towards the end of filming. Matthew Perry, like Chandler. That was Chandler, right? Chandler. Anyway, he had a massive drug problem. I didn't know this. I saw an interview with him, and he was saying that he used to go to open houses, like real estate open houses, and he would go into like bathrooms and steal medicine, like drugs, out of people's like medicine cabinets. Like what? What? Walking tacos, let's go. But I was like, that's crazy, you know? How you doing? All right, that's good, Chaz. I'm glad you know Friends. Did you ever watch ER, Chaz? Yeah, he would apparently, because nobody would say like, oh, Chandler just came into our house and stole our pain medication, you know? But that's what he did. Every weekend he would go and like steal medication. Like, no, apparently it was drugs too. Yeah, I saw the thing a little bit. Oh. We're gonna have to work on that, Chaz, okay? ER is some of the best TV ever. Until like the last 2 seasons. The first like 10 are good. Or whatever. Something like that. You betcha. Robert Downey Jr., what helped him get off drugs? I don't know. I don't know. John. Oh, Chaz. I have watched a little bit of Grey's Anatomy, yes. I have watched a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit, yeah. I have. So it must be something with Johns and spilling stuff in their keyboards, huh?
Please tell me. I could just picture the salsa rainfall.
Do you just
out of
like
the
keep
keyboard.
scooping with chips, or how's that work? Oh man. My dad watched, I don't know if he still watches it, but he's a sucker for like a lot of shows. Like he did watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy, but that's also when he started watching with mom back in the day. So yeah. You spilled alcohol on your keyboard. Yeah, I remember that totally. That's crazy. Hope your keyboard's all right. I don't remember that. I'm sorry. Totally remember that. Oh, goodness. Why are these headers just like having problems today of all days? I don't understand it. I don't get it, chat. It was one drink. That is alcohol abuse, Dave. You betcha. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? So then I guess the night when I spilled water in my keyboard, that was water abuse, right? I was only like 7 beers in. Too bad, Jeff. Most of it went on the palm rest. Oh, man. Oh, gotcha, Chaz. Gotcha. Oh, boy. Sandcamp, unplug it and plug it back in. And
Break the glass of your computer again.
Yeah. You're definitely not new here, but okay. Sounds like a sticky situation. That's Carson. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Oh, getting fancy there, Bear. With the white wine vinegar and Old Bay. That's such a like Maryland thing, right? Send me $50 and I'll explain. Wait, Plugger, are you like half the Farm Sim streamers on Twitch? Give me money and I'll tell you how to do something. You bet. Oh, man. That's never a good thing, right? Motor vehicle accident involving a motorcycle. Motorcyclist is laying face down on the middle of the highway. That could be a problem, right?
Not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You betcha. Wow. That could be a problem. Needless to say, they sent a few units that way, okay?
Only a few?
Yeah,
There
like
was
10. Yeah.
There was there must have been a wreck or something north of town yesterday afternoon before a big rainstorm came back through, like wave 6 of the storm yesterday.
Okay.
We got driving around, we come back into town, and like all of a sudden take the corner, and then like the fire chief's truck comes flying by, and then
Oh.
2 ambulances come flying by, and then you see the 2, like all the fire trucks coming down the road.
Nice.
And then once they pass you, they shut off their lights and slow down, flip around, and go back home. Like, oh,
Oh. They're okay. They're disregarded from the fire.
must have got disregarded. Like, yeah, we don't need you.
Could I play base 22 with no mods or DLCs? Yeah. Would I want to? No. I could. Why? Speaking of DLCs, anybody get that DLC today?
I mean, we all did.
I mean, technically I have it. It's not active, but the new
I
one.
think I bought was the Windrower.
Yeah.
The new small.
What do they
crappy
call
one
it?
they have.
Hay and Forge or something?
And forward.
Hay and Forge.
A really decent thing out of that is a big Windrower.
Yeah, I don't. It's a bunch of small equipment, and then they put in a giant windrower. It's like, what? I thought that was weird, but anyway. What do I know? And no, I haven't looked at it or nothing. Tramp be full. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, no, no.
Easy. Easy.
By the way, Chaz, I don't think he's taking a nap in the middle of a highway. The pavement would be warm, though. It's sunny out there, yes. But I don't think he's taking a nap. Just for the record. Hopefully he's wearing a helmet. $2 per hour. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. You're going back to pure 22. Gotcha. I mean, I would like to at least have, you know, GPS is always a W. No collision camera is almost a must-have for me. Honestly. And, you know, I am tempted to not use auto drive at all. Because I want to use grain bins. I want to use like grain bins and augers, like the in-game stuff, you know, or maybe some modded stuff, I don't know. But I want to use augers, and I don't know how auto drive will work with that. So. Your quail hatched. Yeah. Yeah. Everything all right with them? They doing good? They're doing their thing? What do quail do? I don't know. They like eat bugs or something? I don't know. I've never seen quail
Yeah, Carson.
like in real life.
What?
Earful.
Earful. Looks like the tipper army's en route. Tippers come marching. Well, 1 by 2. Hurrah. Hurrah.
Oh, I've seen 3 now.
What up?
Is that all there is 3?
I think that's all we've had, yeah.
Oh. The one I joined, I only was able to see 1.
Whale or cute? Okay. Ew. Quail man. What is quail man? Yeah, but Sam, we're playing. You missed out earlier. We're doing an achievement hunting map on Elm Creek. I don't think we really need auto drive. What the quail do? Oh God. I did watch Doug growing up, but I don't remember Whaleman. I do remember Doug. I watched Doug a lot. Football head, right? So, for the record, the motorcyclist probably was taking a nap, but not by choice. Just throwing that out there. It doesn't sound good, Chad. I'll be honest. But anyway. Thank you, man. Wow, Shaz. Wow.
All you're gonna eat from that is bacon.
Oh, Hey Arnold. I watched Doug too, though, but I did watch more Hey Arnold than anything. Yeah, you're right, Sean. Hey Arnold. Yeah, okay. I watched that way more than Doug. I do remember watching Doug a little bit, but like, yeah.
And Tipper Army finally got here.
So I don't think they were moved over right away, which is fine. Speaking of the chick with the F-150 in my neighborhood, she just drove down my street. I heard a noise outside, so I pulled up my camera, and she was driving down the street. So anyway, what were we saying? What was
You're
the
a
question?
stalker.
No, I'm not a stalker. I just keep an eye
They
on
went
my
on the
property.
internet.
I'm great, Chaz. How are you? I'm great. What's poppin'? No mods or in-cab only? No mods. No mods. Oh, we're achievement hunting. I think either... I don't know when we're starting it. Either Thursday or Saturday. I'm not sure. But I'm going to start basically with... I'm thinking limited mods or maybe some... I don't know yet about the mods. But like Elm Creek... And I'm going to be starting on a new account, Sean, so that we can, like, I can achievement hunt and get a bunch of achievements and then share the save with the boys so the boys can get achievements too. Yeah. No, it's not BMW girl. It's the neighbor's daughter that lives down in the neighborhood that has the F-150. BMW is the other neighbor's daughter. That's a lot of neighbors' daughters.
And then there's you.
You sure do know a lot about your neighbor's daughters.
I don't know, Biggest Ball, because if we use GPS, we're not doing crossplay, obviously. Deviled quail eggs, maybe 100 of them. Sanso, I'm gonna do a multiplayer, but I'm gonna self-host. Yeah, just like I am right now. I'm self-hosting. So I can get the achievements. Then once I get as many as we can off Elm Creek, then I'll share the save with whoever wants it. That makes sense? So that's the strat anyway. But I don't know when we're technically going to get this map done. So. I mean, I wouldn't have to play with GPS on, but let's be real. I'm probably going to. I'm probably going to have Inspector. Oh, my Inspector's down there now. Oh, I don't like that. Need to move that. Probably going to play with Inspector on. Probably going to play with no collision camera. Definitely going to have the secret mod because, you know, secret mod is funny. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, small auger wagons that would be cool to have, like, right off the bat. I don't know. I just like the idea of them. So maybe I'll go through the mod hub and, like, farm out some mods. I don't know. We'll see. Use the biggest mods. You have to get them done quick. I got your plugger. This is funny. Chaz, I cannot disclose that information publicly. It is a secret.
What's the point of it being called the secret mod?
I would disclose that information, just not in public, Chaz.
Come back into TeamSpeak and you'll figure it out.
I would trust you with the secret, but not here, not now, you know? Well, if Sandcamp says please don't do it, well, then we might do it. Okay. No, no, no. There's a whole thing to this secret mod, Chaz. Yeah, there's a whole thing. It just hasn't ever played out. It's a whole thing. Let me tell you, it's a whole thing. So it's been going on for over a year too.
You a little full there, John?
Yeah, a little bit.
I see you came to the local watering hole.
Yeah.
I feel like he's about to unload it.
The secret mod is on this server, yes. The secret mod has been on every Farm Sim save that I've played since probably the original M Creek, is roughly when the secret mod was made.
It's been one of the first mods we've had.
Yeah, it was. Been lurking. Lurking. Oh boy. Gotta love lurking. I do it way too much on the internet. That sounds wrong, but
What?
Yuleberry, if you come into TeamSpeak and we could talk one-on-one, I would gladly tell you what the secret mod is, because you would laugh very hard at what the secret mod is.
Very hard.
I think you, of all people, you would really, really laugh very aggressively at the secret mod. I'm just throwing it out there. So, yeah. Oh, man. I will say, if anybody has any guesses or anything what the secret mod is, just DM me. Don't say it on stream. DM me. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. So, yeah. Because we don't say what the secret mod is out loud. It's like the Fight Club, you know? That's Carson. Jazz. Because we have me, John, we have Jonathan, and we have not John, which is Carson. Jonathan is Jonathan from chat, obviously.
It's real annoying because when Trent gets out of a vehicle, he and Dave both do, it goes not John, Jonathan, and then John on my inspector.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
You're the one that named
not
yourself
John,
not
not
John. You could have been like, you know, not Chuck or something, okay?
Huh.
But actually spell it, you know?
Nah, not fun.
The secret mod is no way. People have guessed before and nobody's actually guessed it right. Like, besides one person that actually had the mod and they figured out what it did. So.
I know it.
Well, you were probably in here when, like, we came up with the whole plan.
Yeah.
But someday, I hope it plays out someday, but I don't have any hope at the same time, you know?
And where's the trailers at?
Not Chuck is back. They should be on the side of the field.
So there's only one here.
There's one currently emptying, I think, or there's one pulling in the homestead and one on the south side of the field driving back.
Okay, because there's no more trailer. There's an auger wagon here though, but. Whew.
Chaz, I'll tell you what the secret mod is, just not here.
It doesn't help that the mods.
I did not mod BMW Girl into the game.
Hey yo. Weird.
No, Sandcam, it's not sad because not only is it secret, it's also kind of hidden.
It's not like a mod itself.
It's hidden in plain sight, bro. We'll just say that much. So, yeah. Sandcamp, or not Sandcamp, Vegas Bowl, no, you wouldn't. Just because you have the mods doesn't mean you can figure it out. Let's put it that way. Bet. You have to DM me with your guesses, though. Do not say it in stream. But I'll tell you if you get it right. You might be able to figure out what the mod is, but you will not be able to figure out what the mod does. And that is a challenge, Wiggers Bulb. Just remember to DM me, though. Don't say it public.
That's on.
This went from doubled eggs to what's the mod? Welcome to Puma Plow. As Sandcamp, I'm not gonna comment about that. That doesn't
no
mean
comment
yes.
at this time.
Doesn't mean no. Do what, Trent?
No comment at this time.
Yeah, no comment at this time. My legal counsel has advised me to say no comment at this time. You betcha.
Didn't say that.
Mod roulette. Answer questions with other questions. Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah. That's true. That's true. So to go back to Sandcamp's comment, Sandcamp, what's the weather today where you're at? How about that? Is that good? You get emptied out, Carson? You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So here
shows that
comes-
he is 13%.
Okay, I don't have my inspector. Yes. Sandcamp, did you get all your farm work done in real life? How's that coming?
Break your computer again?
Oh, shatter some glass, bruh? Bruh? Oh, goodness. But anyway, so Wednesday, or what's that day? Thursday, we'll probably focus on, like, hauling on this map. Although, honestly, if we get the harvest done today, we might just pull the trigger and be done with this map, too. Because, realistically, we have an hour left. Hour and 12 minutes. I did math, chat. Carson, look at that. I did math. You see that? Man,
Wow.
look at me.
Yay!
I mean, we have 2 fields left.
I know, and we have an hour.
I think we can get it.
It's raining tacos.
We just need the carts, like, not stopped.
Carson, why are you like blocking me, dog? Why you always in a mood? Wow.
I don't know, but I'm not at my computer.
Oh, it's drizzly, Trans. Noise. That's Snoop Dogg's favorite kind of weather, you know? Drizzle. Anyway, interesting.
Hey, you know that comment in the food channel from me?
What?
Yeah.
Just the crows
Yeah.
from like the other day in there. It wasn't me. M-Dog.
1 hour and 11 minutes, but can be extended by a hype train. Yes, you can buy me. You can buy extra time with me. You betcha. You can.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
I appreciate that. That was awesome last week. Oh, by the way, I never told you guys, but like I went in the house after that.
Yep.
So for those of you that don't know, was that Tuesday or Thursday?
I don't know, but continue.
Anyway, last week, the couple of the boys got together and like extended stream with a hype train because you know I can't leave during a hype train, so they extended it Thursday. So yeah, Dave was part of it. Dave did a bunch of gift subs. Appreciate those still. Thank you. And so basically they extended the stream by like a long time, like 30-40 minutes, right? So I finally go strolling in my house. I'm supposed to be done streaming at 6 Tuesdays and Thursdays. I go strolling in my house at like almost 7 o'clock. And I just go, what do y'all want for dinner? And my aunt goes, well, Dad left. And I was like, where'd he go? He got fed up waiting for me. He just like went to Walmart. He had like stuff he wanted to do, so he just went and did it. I kind of felt bad, but I told him why I was late, and he understood. He was fine with it.